Thank you for tuning in to this week's read. For this week's read, I'm using Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti for the main tarot. The website I have on this one is usgamesinc.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check out that information if you're interested. The supportive oracle cards, magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. They're illustrated by Jesse Reish, and there's a website at the bottom, hayhouse.com. The dice that I use are from Amazon. Here's the stuff on the back. If it focuses. I use the D20 for the major arcana, which does omit 21, but I work with it. And then I use the D12 for the number of the minor arcana from 1 to knight. It omits queen and king, but I work with it. And I use the four-sided dice for the element, if you're wondering. All right. That's what I'm using. Hopefully that helps. And, if you want a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. And now on to your reading. Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them, of course. But that being said, what do we have for Leo? A lot of communication. Right off the bat, there's a lot of communication. I would say more than normal. Is somebody communicating towards you? Like, what are we doing with that? There's a card. Page of Cups. We'll see where that goes. There's like... more research is needed. They're giving you that heads up. To get where you actually want to be, some more research will be needed. Otherwise, you're going to be working towards somebody else's goal. Keep that in mind. So, as we keep going through this, to end up where you want to be, truly want to be, more research will be needed to know how to get there and stay there. If you don't do that research, there will be a version of success, but somebody else's. And I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like you'll realize it at some point. You will, so. Okay. I want to start with the Queen of Pentacles, which is not usually a match for Leo energy, but there's a lot of different flavors of Earth. So Ace of Wands and the Tower card reversed. Alright, so you might have pulled somebody's butt out of the fire here at some point. This is a positive energy for you. But I think it's because literally they were like, the tower was starting to fall here, or it looked like it was going to. You came in and changed the situation. You're like, alright, that tower is an issue. Let's get everything out of the tower. Let's everybody safe. Let's see if the tower can be fixed with there's no danger in it. And I feel like you fixed the tower. Kind of like, oh, here's what was going on. If everything, with all the weight that was in it, yeah, it would have came down. But we can rebuild, we can fix, we can do this. We're going to have to build a structure around it, but it won't fall now. And you pulled somebody's butt out of the fire. You totally pulled somebody's butt out of the fire. There's a lot of loyalty from this person because of that, because they were really stressed out and really afraid of that tower falling. You pulled their butt out of the fire, and they're not going to forget that. Now, there's something coming forward where this same person wants to include you into something. Now, I'm getting a very earth energy. They don't have to be an earth sign, which is Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. They don't have to be. But they might be either very, very good with money, or they have certain patterns. They do things in certain patterns. Very dependable, very responsible. Their reputation means a lot. They do what they say what they do. They're one of those. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. But the way they live life might be a little bit different than yours. They're a little bit more predictable than you are. they want to include you in something. And part of the reason they want to include you is kind of like a thank you, kind of like, there's something good going on here, Leo, and I want you to be a part of it because you deserve good things. You deserve great things. You did great things for me. I want you to have great things. I want to pull you in on this. A lot of communication. When they decide to pull you in on this, they already know what's going on. They've already gathered all the information. To you, it seems like it comes in very randomly. They've put a lot of thought into this. So it's not really a random move on their side, but it comes to you out of the blue, kind of like, I didn't expect them to bring this forward the way they are. They just didn't bring it forward till it was fully baked or fully ready to be actualized. Actualized? Yeah. They have everything. They have all their ducks in a row. Everything's already there. Okay, that's good. So they weren't really telling you about it until they knew it was solid and it had already moved forward. So they're like, I'm not going to approach you with something unless I have actually something to offer you. I'm not bringing you a possibility. I'm bringing you facts. I'm bringing you something to actually that already exists. It's weird. You're not really sure if you want it when it comes forward. Okay. Which if you don't want something, just because somebody offers you something doesn't mean you have to take it. Somebody could offer you a cherry pie. If you don't really want cherries, then you don't want the pie. Thank you for offering, but offer it to somebody else. I'm not interested. But thank you. But you don't want to hurt this person's feelings. You got the Three of Wands reversed in the sense of like, I don't really want to move forward with this. But you also have the High Priestess kind of like, I don't want to seem like... I realize that they think this would be great for me, and they're trying to show appreciation, so I'm like, I don't want to be flippant about it. I don't want to be like, that's fine, no thank you. I don't want to be like that because they realize the reason they're doing this is they're trying to show appreciation. They're showing how much they value me. So I feel like what they're saying is for this to go in your favor, when this moment comes forward, the glamour is saying, I don't really want it, but I'm going to act like I'm thankful. Let them, email me the information. Do one of those. Email me the information. I'll see how it works. I'll see what I think about it. If you don't mind, just email me the information so I can look it over, if that's okay. I feel like they'd be more than happy with that. Then they're saying, I do feel like once you take a look at it, I do think you're going to be like, all right, I can do this at least for a while. I just want them to at least realize that I appreciate them trying to pay me. It's funny because I feel like I'm going to take it more out of obligation and less out of what I want. It's kind of like, I don't know if I really want it, but I guess it's not that bad. And it'll make them feel good like they gave me something back. Okay, I'll do it. I mean, it's not the worst thing. I'll do it. It's very interesting to me. Kind of like, just so they feel like I appreciate them trying to pay me back, I'll take it. I'll do it. All right, I'll do it. It's just so odd. But, because I do feel like you're like, yeah, I'll look into it. Yeah, maybe I'll do a little bit with this. And it's kind of like, maybe I have my own ideas here. If you just do it to pacify them, kind of like, all right, sure, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it for a little bit. I'll accept the cherry pie if we're just going to make it easy. Like, I'll take that cherry pie and then, I'll take it to a party and I'll share it with everybody else. I don't really want it, but it'll look like I contributed, and I kind of did. So I'll just share this with other people. I'll take this pie and I'll take it to this dinner party and I'll let other people eat it. Like, what's so wrong with that? At least it gets eaten. It'll be a wonderful thing. If you do that version, kind of like, all right, I have this cherry pie. I'm going to give it to other people. As far as the person who gave it to me, they just realize they appreciate what they did for me. That's not really going to work out the best for you. I feel like what they're saying is kind of like, all right, this person brought me this cherry pie. We're making it really simple. Why did they do that? What else is going on here? Like, what else is going on where they're trying to do that? Like, what other possibility? There's an Ace of Pentacles that's hidden here. It's hidden behind these cards. Something else is there for you. We got to kind of like work through it here and try to figure out what is going on. These all is, that's an Earth card. Yeah, well, Ace of Pentacles. They're all three of them an Earth card. Sometimes the Hermit talks about Virgo. Virgo's an Earth sign, in case you're wondering where that connection's coming from. There's more here. There's more here like, all right, they're offering me this cherry pie, but why are they going out of their way to make sure that I know that they appreciate me? Like, what's going on? Like, are they going to need me again? Do they want to include me on something else? Like, what else is going on here? If you research the knowledge, there's a whole nother opportunity here. The Ace of Pentacles, sometimes that's money, not always, but it talks about a great start that's going to lead to bigger things, much bigger, much better things. If you look into it a little deeper and do a little research, I do feel like at first I don't want to do that for some reason, kind of like, I don't know if I want to get that deep into this. I don't know if I really want to do that. For some reason, I think of Leo as having a crazy amount of courage, but I'm getting it's kind of like, yeah, but if I ask her, I'm going to get knee deep in something, and do I really want to do that? Find out. There's stress involved with this situation. I mean, I know Leo has their own type of stress. I don't know exactly how it works because I feel like Leo is just kind of like, oh, that makes me nervous. Let me just take care of it and get it taken care of and move on from it. Like, Leos clearly get stressed, obviously, but there is some stress with this situation. Put some more research in, find out where this is coming from, find out where they want to go with this. Like, why are they coming towards you this way? Why are they offering you this? Don't just pacify it like, thank you for the pie, and move on. All right, you made me a pie. Why did you make me this pie? Do you need something else? Is something else going on? Is there something else you need? Like, what's going on there? Getting yourself more tied to the situation, is that the stress? Getting yourself more tied to the situation. Because whoever this is, I feel like if I ask too many questions, I might be getting myself into something else that I'm not really sure I want to. I think that's part of where that stress is coming from. If you do that version of it, though, and you put a little more research in and you get that Ace of Pentacles started, you've got a really good outcome over here. You got the Lover's card coming in. You got the Six of Wands coming in. You got some really great success coming in. You got the Six of Wands, which is a success card. You also got this card, which is a success card, literally. You got the Ten of Pentacles, which I feel like for a lot of you, there's a lot of money that could come in with this. And you got the Knight of Cups. The Lover's card and the Knight of Cups, there might be a romantic connection here. Take it with a grain of salt. That's not going to be for everybody. I'm getting more that you're going to love what this is. If you head towards this, you put in the research, you can make this out to what you actually want it to be. There's a lot more to be gained here than meets the eye. You got to do the research to find out what it is, though. So if you don't have to. Clearly, you don't have to do anything you don't want to. I don't know. I don't mean to be like, in case it sounds really pushy. But like, if you don't, I feel like after the fact, you're going to be like, oh, that could have been mine. I feel like if you don't do the research and you don't dig it out, later you're going to be like, that could have been mine. So, I'm just saying. I think we're there. All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.